Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers, me, Cornish-Knight. We are now going to dart back here. We've just taken... The last episode was rather longer than I expected. We had a lot of fights to take care of, and it really did drag on for quite some time. Right. Sigmund Council listens to your report of the undead and Strogs. That's a shame. He nonchalantly sips on the rim of a goblet and pinches a hand to the corner of the room. Your pay is in the chest. Tell Helmsy will seal you out. Guy's a jackass. We need tools badly. We need a bit of food just to keep ourselves covered. What do I need to get rid of? I need to sell something to get a little bit of money in the pot. Right. We need to rush down here and get some tools, then get some work, because we're no use to anyone without the tools to repair our gear. Right, he's beaten up. Oh, I saw some bad stats. Have that buffed. Make that so he's easy to do injuries. We need to get some better pole arms like pikes. Oh, this guy's terrible. Give him a shield. Give him a spear, because what I find is that if they have low melee skill, it's good to give them a spear, because spears, as you can see here, give them an increased chance to hit. So we're going to put him in here and he can sort of level up a bit. His gear's wrecked. I need money. I need to get tools. It's the first time I ever had it in the game, but my stuff was beginning to break, which is not a good thing. As I said, if we're starting to run out of funds, I might turn to banditry. If I do, I will predominantly only attack settlements, probably from... which faction was it? The House of Krieger. Maybe the House of Krieger. The reason being is that these ones down here, I've got a lot more job opportunities with. The Krieger faction, not so much. So it does mean I probably would not be able to do transportation jobs. But it needs must. God, those tools are expensive. Right, that should cover us for our equipment for now. Oh, they've got a lovely crossbow, but I just can't afford it. Rightio, first things first. Let's see if we can find some work. Because by the time that we've marched back and forth a bit, we'll probably have repaired our gear. And it's the money's the one we need to keep an eye on. Food is not so bad, tools are okay, these are fine. I'm slipping behind on my armour, so I need to get that under control. Level 2 contract. You settle in Rernherd of Erdsdorf's room. You take a seat, rubbing your hands along the wooden frame. It's a good oak, a once tree worth sitting in. Glad you're comfortable, sellsword, but I'm sure as hell ain't. We have many warnings about large groups of brigands about to attack our town. We're quite short on defence, but not short on crowns. Okay, what's this going to be worth me? Ooh, that's a lot of money. Okay. Defend stuff on the outskirts from raiding parties. Need some time to think. How is that? Right. He's not fully healed yet, neither is his gear. Let's just see if we can find a little bit easier work for a second down here. Even if it's just like caravan work. If we have to, we'll do the defense ones. I hate doing the defense missions though. You find Herbert of Stewart taking a group of peasants. Shush you lot, this man can solve a problem. The townsman takes you aside. Sellsword, we have a bit of a problem. There's a relic we need. Let's talk money. If we paid more for this. Okay. I pressed the wrong button, unfortunately. There is a reason for me doing this. The reason being is that I want to get a bit more XP, and hopefully we'll get a decent enough loot that we can upgrade some of our gear. Because if I take this bandit, basically this is basically a defensive contract. This is the way it works, for those of you who have never come across this before, is that a number, depending on the level and difficulty of a bandits, a number of bandits will spawn in to the surrounding area, and you will literally have to hold defence of the settlement. You occasionally get other mercenary companies, and occasionally you will get militia helping you, but it's not an easy job. And the level 2 one either means there's going to be an absolute butt ton of enemies coming after us, which is in itself terrifying, or it's going to be a small groups of some really high level raiders, or a mixture of two of those. Some brigand raiders, a brigand poacher, brigand marksman. That's not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. So some curses. That amount of money for that amount of damage, no. They're neutral towards us now, that's not great. We can always get it back up. I'm just going to have to take the defensive one, aren't I? I'm not happy with it. But I need money, and I need money badly. And it's a lot of cash. Hopefully... Okay. Midday. Don't like doing it this time, but hey ho. Let's set this contract. First, let's see if they have any food, because I'm going to be out here for a while. How's his health faring? Right, put him up here. Give him another quiver of arrows, so in case he runs out, he can just swap over. Yeah, hopefully this will be enough. The worst part about this contract is you literally burn money. Right, okay, where are they coming from? Okay, it's 12 of them. A few brigand raiders. Right, let's see if we can get... excellent. This is good. That was so lucky we managed to get this off. Right, we're way out of position. You can hear they're up here. I just saw blood splatter up here, so they're up here in this area. We saw rust to the defence. Hopefully we'll be able to gather some gear from them. Oh, these guys are these are like proper state troops. Yeah, to be honest, I love the tabards. The armour in this game is beautiful, it's very historically accurate. Interesting, the reason that knights wear tabards is of an effect of them taking part in the Crusades. The reason being is that a tabard gives you a pocket of air between the chainmail and the cloth, and also it keeps direct sunlight off the chainmail, so it doesn't overheat as quickly, so it allowed knights to stay cool in the desert. Because one of the problems of wearing armour is that you really quickly overheat. Wish you could have like remote control of the camera. Let's jump here. Put a crossbow into that man's side and he screams. Get our archers up in range. Oh, lovely crossbow. I really want his crossbow. Maybe if we can get it. I love this game. For all my grumbling about it, I truly love this game. With their crows, that's a war pick. Also known as a crow's beak. There's someone up there. You can see the blood in his weapon, the blood splat. Let's get going. Stat Bannerman. Let's try and get in there and help a bit if we can. To be honest, I think we might... Actually, that's a lot of archers. Ooh, did he just shoot one of his own guys in the back? Put another crossbow bolt into his arm. We do need to upgrade our crossbows. We're woefully falling behind in the arms race. Those are heated battle shields. They're not going to be getting through that with just a sword, not easily anyway. He's dead. The fact that there's only 8 on the field that we can see means that 2 of them are out of sight. Yeah, up there. Actually, there was only 1 raider. We could have probably taken... Oh, there's 2 raiders. We could have probably taken this group on our own, to be honest. But... broke his nose, gave him a concussion. Let's start jumping in. He's going to go there, isn't he? So we'll put him there. I wonder if he dies and we jump on top of his corpse, if we actually get his equipment. That would be cool. Ripped his... Oh, I thought he ripped his ear off. He just gouged him in the head. Ah, we can't pick up his gear. That's a shame. Yeah, their lines are breaking now. We need to get up here to stop them from fleeing. We can't do it. He's got to run off, which is a pain. We'll jump up here. Kill him off with a lovely spike. with our pitchfork. We need better gear, to be honest. We're getting to the stage now where the gear that I have is not really appropriate anymore. With this particular run, I've had a bit of bad luck and I've fallen behind with our gear management. Let's jump in here. We'll keep piling the pressure on if we can. That's going to be a pain, but it stops him from running away. Oh, seriously? Curses, that's bad. Fractured the man's skull. He has a broken hand. So kill him. Put the guy there. He gets decapitated. Run them down. I'm annoyed by that pierced side, to be honest. Not more so than that, because I managed to shoot my own guy. Curse my arrogance. Really, SK? Really? We'll kill this bloke and call it a day. Cutting deeply into his arm. We'll kill him. We won't catch him, unfortunately. These guys run too fast. It's over. I'm annoyed by that. Actually, did he take? Oh yeah, he's taking it. It's a pain. He didn't get anything really out of it. Perhaps I should have taken that fight on my own. Flesh and bone scatter across the field, hardly discernible from the one owner from the next. Black buzzards circle overhead. Halos of carrion shadows ripple over the dead, the birds waiting for the mourners to clear out. SK comes to your side and asks if they should start the return to trip to Ilden at Ittendorf. Yeah, let's do that. Drink up sellsword, you've earned it. It tastes particular, haughty if it could be a flavour. Your employee swaggers around his desk, taking a gleeful, happy seat. You managed to protect our town just as you promised. I am most impressed. He nods, tips the goblet towards wooden chest. Most impressed. Right. So we got paid. What's timber worth in these parts? Not bad. We could take the timber and go down south and sell it. We didn't really get anything out of that besides that he took a slight injury, which is frustrating. I need some better gear, really. I'm gonna have to go down here because this is where they have some decent stuff at least. Oh. And it's not too horrendously expensive. Food is going to hold out for a while. Tools are not. The tools are the thing that's worrying me the most, and there's nothing that we can really do about it. For those of you wondering, this won't be as long as the last episode. To be honest, I was not happy with the length of the last episode. In hindsight, I sort of paused and left it before we fought the undead, but I thought the undead was going to be relatively quick. Unfortunately, they are not, and I had forgotten that fact. Because unless you have a lot of cleaving weapons, like basically like machete, like military cleavers or butcher's knives and stuff, they take an absolute age. Right. Wood sold for a nice little price. Anything down here worth picking up? We'll grab that. We need to be getting really better gear now. but he needs to have something that's more suitable than that. So he can have that. He can upgrade and have that. I might invest in getting some warhounds as well. The company comes across a small boy who's climbed up a tree and out on the edge of the branch. He's reaching for a ball that's gotten stuck on the roof of his home. There's no parent in sight to help him. When he sees you, he asks if you can help get the ball. Seems simple enough. Indy, you're sure-footed. Give the guy a hand. Indy clears his throat and steps forward. I'll be a hero, kid. He opens his arms and the kid jumps down into them. The boy is set aside and the sellsword points a finger to the earth. Stay down here. The sword-footed mercenary easily clambers up to the tree and jumps over to the roof. He picks the ball up, spins it in a finger before he parallettes off the earth like a tornado, landing on his toes with a fairly feminine grace. The boy claps excitedly and takes a toy, and even more cynical of men in the company are warm to his happiness. So, okay, what did he have? Oh, he was sure-footed, that's why. Rightio. We'll go down to Krakenland. They're very friendly to us down here. Money's not fantastic, but when there's anything new... They've got okay stuff. Nothing super cheap. Javelins, perhaps. People have been telling me that javelins are really useful. That I might want to switch that out and have javelins, especially like an early game. Especially when the lines meet and we just start throwing stuff at each other. Tempting. But I need to save for some better, really good gear which will cost me money. What's the jobs that we have here? Here we go. We enter Kurgan in the Krakenland's room and he's done one of his servants to nail... As you enter Urgun of Krakenland's room, he and one of his servants are nailing a box up. Good to see you, Seltold. One moment please, no idiot. Hold the nail that way. I know I hit your thumb before, but I won't do it again. The servant reluctantly holds a nail while the man hammers it home. Finished, he wipes the sweat off his brow and looks towards you. I need this here crate delivered to Etzendorf. It's going to Reinhard the Count. Okay, how much are we talking about? Need to be paid more for this. Okay. But first, I believe most of my bad luck is coming from the fact that I have people in my company without beards. Or at least impressive moustaches. This will not stand. All men must have beards. Or at least... not sideburns, it's mutton chops. Still say a beard is better. There we go. There's too much clean face in the company. Rightio, we have that. How's his side looking? He can hold off for a little bit. Why are we delivering this? Oh, it's just up here, so it's not a massive problem. If we put on a quick, brisk pace, we should be able to get back with not too much issue. And then we have to consider getting some better weapons. We need to get 2,000 crowns and then we can get the nobility job. The nobility job will be useful because it means then we can influence the main factions. With day 46 we're a bit behind on the equipment side of things, unfortunately. I'm not particularly happy about that. Normally by now I'd like to have a lot more chainmail in the company, but as it is, yeah, we're a bit behind in weapons and armour. The problem is I tend to get really hesitant when we start taking large fights, like because the risk of losing people increases. Right, we'll drop this off. Love his beard. Finally you made it to Reinhold the Councilman. He's standing there in the middle of the road, his hands clasped to his stomach, a slick grin on his cheek. Sellsword, I'm not sure you would make it. You load the cargo up and hand it over. Oh yeah, and why do you say that? The man takes the box and hands it off to a roadman who quickly hurries away with it tucked under an arm. Reinhold the captain laughs as he hands you a satchel of crowns. The roads are rough these days, no? No work from them. This stuff is so expensive. Nobody here worth hiring. Butcher, perhaps. Hunter. Hunter may be worth it, actually. Hunter may definitely be worth it. But first, we need to go down here and see if we can get some better equipment. Food will hold out for a bit longer. Come on, get in the settlement. Let's check out the market first. Oh, they've got that. Maybe get a bill hook. I would really love to have. Oh, sorry. Get a glaive rather than a bill hook. They've got some armour as well. Javelins. Grab the bill hook for now. Because then we can switch out. The problem that I have is that the people swinging these at the back aren't particularly fantastic, so it could be better. His that armor slightly better. He can have that. Grab a little bit of grain. I would like that chainmail. I can't afford it right now, unfortunately. Right, we need to go somewhere for work. The problem that I have at the moment is that because a large amount of their castles are in this area, this whole area here is literally a dead zone. I can't find work to push up north, so it means I'm wasting a lot of money going this way, which is why I'm actually sticking down here at the moment, because there's a lot of cities within easy reach that have work. So we'll go back down this way, see if they have any work, and I'll discuss it. I probably won't take any jobs because we're coming up on my time limit. I don't like to go over half an hour for these videos if I can help it. Though I found in my experience people saying that you should normally do like 20-minute, 20-25-minute videos, but I don't find you don't get enough done in this game if you leave it to 25 minutes. Missing people. Herbert the steward looks out of his window when you find him. There's a goblet in his hand. There's nothing but silence outside. He turns to you almost somber. When you came here, did you realise how quiet it was? You remark that you did, but you are a sellsword who looks the part. It's just what you're accustomed to. Herbert the steward nods and takes a drink. Of course, unfortunately, it isn't that people are afraid of you. Not this time. We have people being attacked the past few weeks. Beasts of some sort are out there on the loose. We know not what they are, but who they are taken. We plead with our Lord, of course, but he has done nothing to help us. His next drink is a long one. He finishes. He turns to you, empty cup in hand. Would you hunt down these monsters? You'd be paid more. So it's 550. No, that's what he's going to offer us. Hunt down whatever's terrorising. And that's where we're going to leave it today, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Facebook and at sorry, you can't follow me at Facebook. I just remembered they've deactivated my account. So you can only follow me on Twitter, or you can look me up on Steam. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.